Good afternoon, good evening, afternoon, evening. These terms are a little bit relative here in December. What we're doing is back in this computer laboratorium. We're back in the computer laboratorium with the repurposed NAS, which has been something so far, but not really repurposed because I just can't get the damn thing to work reliably. And this is simply these things, the fans in it, they are too weak. And last time we were here, we had an installment of Dr. Plurings Computer Laboratorium. I modified this very powerful things out of a Dell machine to try and aid a little bit. It didn't help, basically, at all. And all of this damned 2.5 gig network card is in it. I just can't get that to work reliably. It works for like a little bit, up to an hour at the very most. I think I've gotten it to work for an hour, and then it just says then the computer crashes or hangs. It just hangs. There is nothing in the system logs or anything to be a clue as to what's actually going on with it. But it really cannot hurt, I figure, to get the cooling working properly at the very least, or get some proper cooling in this thing, right? So what we're here to do today is replace these here fans, the original QNAP fans, with something a little bit more powerful. Just a little bit more powerful. So, there and there. And these are the fans that we currently have in it. ADA brushless DC 12 volt 0.62 amperes. We're apparently replacing them with something hydraulic bearing 0.5 amperes. The hell, these are supposed to be powerful. Maybe they aren't so powerful. Oh, I bought them off AliExpress, of course, what else? But they were listed as violent fans. And according to the specs, they were supposed to go up to like 6,000 RPM. This, if I don't misremember, these go to like only 3,000 or something. So I'm hoping that this will be the final bit to this. Because I really would like to start using this, be able to use it to perform backups and things. And also maybe repurpose or reuse a few old hard drives. Did you bring your toolbox? It's around here somewhere. Let's see if I can find here this. So we'll see just how violent these gear fans actually are. Regular viewers of Dr. Pluring, not that I really have any. I have a few. I appreciate you very much. But yes, regular viewers might notice a change in image quality. So I've taken the step here, gone to the modern things. Now an iPhone 13, only two generations old. Yes, but you know, the cost of the new iPhone is what it is. It's ridiculously expensive, is what it is for a goddamn phone. But this is supposed to have, supposedly, it has a much better camera than what I had previously here. So, and of course, I'm really missing the Touch ID. However, it's only my work phone, so it's alright. I don't need Touch ID. I don't have anything that sensitive on my work phone. That's alright. Except for the Touch ID, missing. I like it quite a bit. It's a bit large compared to the old form factor. That's the way things are going, I suppose. I seem to recall that Steve Jobs said that the iPhone 4 was the largest they made whilst he was still alive, wasn't it? And he said like that, no, we're not making a phone larger than this, because then you won't be able to reach the screen when you hold it in your hand. And that's very much true. You cannot reach all the way on the screen there on these here modern phones. So he might be rolling in his grave. He's probably rolling in his grave for many reasons, not least of which that Apple has gone and said, "Screw you, customers. We're bowing down to all the government demands as regards to your access to our customers' data. We're building backdoors into everything," and so on. Steve, whilst he was alive, he resisted that. He actually did. Nowadays, in practice, I'm not sure that you have much more privacy with an iPhone than you do with an Android device, except the base. The business premise of Apple is still to build stuff and sell you the stuff. The business premise of Google is to gather as much information on you as possible and then sell you to their advertisers. So that's still something, but it's not what it was. And yeah, you always paid an Apple tax on everything. It was always a bit more expensive. But now it's just ridiculous. Now they're gouging their customers now. They are. And when time comes to replace my private phone, which I will have to do not this year, not next year maybe, but in a year or two, I really can't imagine going with anything but an iPhone. But then $1,400 for a goddamn phone? No way, mate. It's just not going to pay that. There you go. All those fans are now out. And I don't think I destroyed these things too much. Let's see here now. This goes in like so, does it not? Yeah, rather like so. Or is it the other way around? No, because they have to go that way. There's usually an arrow on these things, but they are all the same. But we still have to think a little bit, because the lead here is very short on these here fans. Very short, so we must position them so that they will actually reach the thing, the connector on the motherboard. Right, or was it that way? No, because you have a thing there, and that goes there where some wires go through. So this is how it was supposed to go. In there. Yes. And then, for example, but now they spin that way and push air that way. So that's how they're supposed to go. For this one in the middle, you put it in that way, and that way you there's a chance of actually reaching the connector. Here and here and here and here. I don't know, what is it today? It's like the 14th of December maybe. I don't know what the date it will be when this video is published to the world, but Christmas might have been, or it might not be Christmas right now. Juletid. Så att ja. Anyway, in either case, we are approaching the winter solstice, which is wonderful. It can't come soon enough. It's so goddamn dark. Now it's just ridiculously dark. This is what it is here for a week or so more, and then it won't get a whole lot brighter immediately, but at least it will start going the right way after that. There you go. That's one. Okay, and for this one down here at this end, that way I think, yes. So if my instabilities here with the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet card has anything to do with heat, then this simply must fix that for me. These here fans. Otherwise I don't know what to do, because they were not cheap. These fans, even though I bought them off AliExpress, they were quite expensive. In fact, expensive. Well, all things being relative, but they're supposed to be violent fans, as they put it in the listing. So I hope that means that they're good. They are not. I am familiar with the brand. At least I've seen it elsewhere. It's not. This is what Dell uses, or Delta Electronics. They're not that good. AVC, but the AVC is still not complete rubbish here. I'd have to say. So, let's see. Put you in like so. Yes, that's what to make it. Yes, winter solstice indeed. Thing about the winter solstice is, yeah, great, the light starts returning. Wonderful. But there is still like 3-4 fucking months of winter to go. Yes. Before the weather gets anywhere near even what we could call acceptable for being outdoors for more than the time it takes to carry firewood inside and maybe go fetch the mail and so on. And that's about it really, what you do here in December, unless you really have to do something else. Shoveling snow, yeah, that's lots of fun. Yeah, love shoveling the snow, most certainly. There you go, that's all of them. Okay, we put them in here. Try not to tangle it up with anything there, and come on there. Yes. So we'll bring you around here. Now this phone has a wide angle lens on it, which is what we're currently witnessing things through, which is pretty nice, I think. There and there. And I believe, if I don't misremember now, this thing has its board management controller is set to run the fans at absolutely maximum all the time, and we should hopefully be able to change that to do some sort of adaptive things instead. And this thing I'm also throwing out now. This is the Void a Void Linux installation. Not that I don't like Void Linux after what I've. This is a connector with. Will this connector fit my BMS? I've been looking for something. What is this for? This is for something silly that I'm not using. I'm going to cut it. I think. Yes, I'm going to cut it. Should we unravel the whole thing, or Could maybe find out where it goes, if it goes in. That might just fit the BMS for its GPS port, where is apparently where you can get to communicate with it over TTL. I went over there, great, I didn't even have to cut anything. Do we bother putting this back on? Not sure. Also, this wide angle lens makes it a whole lot more likely that I will actually be in shot when I'm doing things here, since the shot is wider, which is good. Has to be good. It has to account for something. It looks suspiciously like one of those connectors anyway, but maybe, just maybe. That's for a different video though. This is Dr. Plurings Computer Laboratorium, not his battery building caravan electronics enterprise. Here you go. And I should have prepared my old drive for this, which has Arch Linux on it. Did I finish the thought about why I'm exchanging the Void for the Arch? Maybe not. Just in case there is something in this Void Linux that makes the Ethernet card not work. Because I have the exact same Ethernet card in my main server, which is running Arch. That's working completely fine. I had an idea that it was something with the individual card, this individual network card, that was bad or something, but I have changed them around. So I've sort of eliminated that individual as a suspect. There is something else going on here. Maybe because it is so incredibly poorly mounted. Yeah, but the way I figure that is if it has a poor connection on the PCIe slot, it won't work at all. It shouldn't be like it works. It works for a little while each and every time, and then stops working. No. But where did I put that drive? I'm going to need to find that. Yeah. Well, whilst I'm looking for yes, whilst I'm looking for it, we can plug this in a little bit and see. You can witness just how violent these fans are, if they are violent at all. Certainly hope so. There's this. Card on their iPhone 13. Still recording, right? Yeah. Still recording. There you go. Power to the drive. There. Sticky tape was still sticky enough to keep it in. Also, of course, you could make some optimizations here regarding the cable management right there, because that is blocking quite a bit of airflow, I'd imagine. There you go. That's what you're going to get for now. Did we get enough of the cable here to actually get to what have to do? Yeah. Is that all they'll do? That's not very violent. I think that is the maximum. They usually spin up to maximum when initially powered on here before the BMC has had a chance to initialize and whatnot. Yeah, I suppose we'll see. Super Micro. See if this thing boots up onto its old installation without any complaints or what it does. And we can put the lid on so we get an idea of just how good the airflow will get out the back here, because that was the problem. And I actually, I had excellent airflow all the way through working on this, through it. And the thing was that then I didn't have it populated with hard drives in the front. And upon populating it with hard drives, the airflow basically went to nothing through it, which wasn't really no good. So there you go. It's not completely still back here. It's not very powerful either. I'm not sure that this is the maximum. They were louder when just for me, weren't they? Beep. Arch Linux, excellent. Let me just check that the IP configuration as such is correct, because I do not remember if I installed this network card when Arch was still on this, or what happened right with it. And after that we're going to just check the setup in BMC failed basic static Ethernet connection is no cables attached. That's right, you can go ahead. Oh, it seems to have booted up anyway. So what we got here? In terms of network configuration, CTL, LAN, indeed, this was probably all before. Yeah. Can you see that? It's good there. Yes, you can see that. This one, EMP3S0, must be the 2.5 gig card, and the configuration is currently for EMP7. It's not, so let me change this. EMP3, and that is the IP address I want for it, and everything as such, so good. Right, quick lock please, and yeah, that should be good I think. So we reboot this and see if we can get into the BIOS settings, the basic input-output operating system, and just check that the settings. So I'm not getting an enormous amount of airflow out here, I can't say really. But there, is that better? I mean, it's better than it was with the original fans, but it's not great. Hopefully it will be enough. We shall see. We'll see how this thing is set up. I can set it, if it isn't already, I can set it to run. Run fans maximum all the time. Maybe. Beep. Yeah, that's all good. Hardware, health configuration, isn't it? CPU temperature is low. Set for performance. Full speed. There is a more severe setting. Let's out at full speed. I'm going to have to muck about a bit with the Z pool because I did not export it on the Void installation. That's alright, that's what I can't do. Okay, yeah, we're getting some airflow. It's not a lot, there is something. I'm getting like no airflow over the network interface card. No. Basically nothing. I'll just open this up to make sure that all the fans are actually turning. Yes, now we're getting quite a decent amount of airflow here, but now we're going to really have to pull through a whole lot of stuff maybe. And that cable is a little bit close to comfort. Okay. Right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was this installation of Dr. Plurings Computer Laboratorium, where he upgraded the fans in his repurposed old NAS. Hopefully it will work now. You can actually use it. I will test it later because the electricity is so goddamn expensive. I'm going to shut it off. Right about there, I think. There we go. Ooh. Silence. Here you go. Should we just check? Even though this is not a battery building enterprise, we can just check if this thing will actually fit here. Oh no, that's much smaller. Yeah, no way. That's not even on the same day. No, that's unfortunate. Because this thing is pretty stupid when it comes to its Bluetooth security, of which there is absolutely none, but that's something I will get into in another installment where we actually deal with the battery. Thank you so very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Plurings Computer Laboratorium, repurposing the NAS. Merry Christmas, or God Jul, or God Fortsättning, or Happy New Year, depending on when exactly this sees the light of day. Cheerio!